Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest podcast on the planet. Here we are, man. This is it media podcast, or I guess we could just say this is it podcast. And as you know, the title, greatest horror characters of all time, according to AI. We put it up in the chat GPT. They narrowed it down to a top 10 list, and we're going to go through that list and see what they gave us. But first off, man, look, I got to go around the horn as always. The crew is with us, and Cola is back. Cola, how you doing, man? What's going on?
I'm great, and I'm excited about it. Wore my shirt and everything.
Oh,
got the Killer Squad. Let's do this.
What about you, old man? What's going on?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm definitely excited. You know what I mean? It's a fun look. So, I like horror movies. I like.
Yeah.
No, that was about to sound funny. I was like, I like killers. I like villains, characters. I like characters that kill. Charles is not your real character. I know it. Yeah, but it's what it is. Yo. Yeah. You the one who got him on the shirt.
Yeah. Okay, I can't deny it.
No, it's good times, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Phenom, man. What's going on, brother?
Phenom 202, D-Day representative. I need Ollie to enunciate better, yo. You need to say horror movies. You keep saying horror
movies.
Horror.
Yeah, like horror.
Horror movies.
This is not OnlyFans.
Yeah, this is not Debbie Takes Dallas.
Yeah. They're both my favorite. Both of them, somebody might get stabbed up a little bit.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Keep it up with the double entendres, yo.
I'm cool.
Phoenix using these big words. I'm about to pull out my Encyclopedia Britannica on his ass.
I know, right? SAT word of the day.
I learned double entendre from Jay-Z, yo. He always spoke in double entendres, yo. So,
well, damn. See that? I don't even know how you're using that word right now, but I'm gonna go
double meanings. Something that has, like Ali said, he likes to see people get stabbed up. Horror movies, stabbing in both of them. So, double entendre.
Okay. I like that. Well, look, before we get started, we want to give a shout out to everybody that at least is joined right now that have reached out to us in the chat. Julesy, give a shout out to Julesy. What's up?
Hey, Julesy.
Debbie. Yeah, what's going on? Charlotte Dixon. What's going on, Charlotte? And let's see who else we got in here that have reached out. Wheezy, Wheezy, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Okay, what's up, Wheezy? And we got Tyrese Daniels. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. And look, if you're listening and you just haven't put anything in the chat, look, put yourself in the chat real quick so we at least know who's up in here. All right, Mary. All right, Mary, how you doing? Thanks for joining. This is going to be a good one because I'm assuming a lot of us on here have watched horror movies and at least have some favorites on here. So we're definitely going to go through this list, man. So I guess we should just go ahead and get started on this list, man. You guys ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Man, let's do it. So go ahead and get started. Number 10. Now, I do want to preface this is that this is not our list. We asked AI give us the greatest horror characters of all time, and they ranked them from 1 to 10. We're starting off with number 10. And number 10, they gave us Ghostface from Scream. And the reason why they put Ghostface, it says right here, Ghostface redefined the slasher film genre for the modern era with his meta commentary and horror tropes and iconic mask, which, look, the mask is fire. And he also brought us a fresh take on the genre, and it became a fan favorite, such a fan favorite that shit, they still doing Scream movies to this day. So let's go around the horn and give everybody's take on this whole Ghostface. Should Ghostface made the list? Do you like where it is on the list at number 10? Let's go around the horn, man. We'll start with you, Cola. Ghostface, what's your thoughts?
I don't consider Ghostface a horror movie, to be honest with you. Like, it's more like a thriller to me.
Okay.
And it's mixed with comedy. I don't know. Like, I'm not, like, that's not horror to me. Like, it doesn't have me like screaming up under my covers.
What about the first Scream movie? The first one. Did you feel that was still much of a comedy to you?
It was still kind of a comedy to me. Okay. I mean, isn't that where old boy got stabbed in the ear for listening to the the people in the stall next door having sex, or he thinks that they're having sex. Who was that? Omar Epps.
Yeah,
that was number 2.
Epps. Yeah, that was Scream 2. Scream 1 is when they had the 2 guys.
It has but Scream 1 has the greatest opening ever, though. I will say that.
Yes,
with Drew
Barrymore. Correct.
Yo, I thought she was gonna be in the movie. I was like, yo, this about
she was in all the promos.
She was all the promos.
Yep. I mean, that's how they get you in there.
Yo, 8 minutes in the movie, yo, she was.
But even then, it was like comedy, because it's like, do you like scary movies? Oh, well, let me talk about it. Like, you don't know this guy, you know what I'm saying? And you're just sitting there having a full conversation with somebody on the phone about horror movies. Like, no, it was a comedy.
Okay. What are your take on it, Ollie? You think Ghostface should make the list?
This is what I'm saying. I agree with Cole on a lot as far as like I don't think Scream movies were really that scary. It wasn't really like a horror, like whatever. But I do gotta give it credit. I don't mind it being number 10 on the list because they brought it back. Because horror movies was dying, yo.
They were.
That genre was like dying, and Scream like brought it back. So I was excited and happy to see it. You know.
Yeah.
I went to the theater and saw it, and I was thoroughly entertained. Yo.
Yeah.
I was surprisingly entertained. You know, because honestly, I didn't know what this. I was kind of like, it's some more corny shit. But no, I enjoyed it, man.
What about you, Phenom? And then I'll get my take.
No, I mean, I thought it was suspenseful. It was a horror whodunit because nobody knew who did it at the end. I mean, till the end, they did a real good job with that. You you thought it was one person, but it ended up being two people. Like Blade bringing back the superhero genre. I think Scream did that, and you know, the mask is what sets it off. Everybody wanted a Scream mask. None of the movies were terrible though. Like the first one was good, but the other ones weren't terrible. So I think he deserved to be on the list, yo. I mean, just by the mask alone, everybody that look is what sells the horror movie for us.
Yeah.
So, you know, my 8-year-old asked to be for Halloween this year.
What?
Ghostface. He was
really.
Yeah. I was like, what? That was the most random thing ever. He was like, yo, can I be Ghostface? I was like, Ghostface? What that Ghostface killer? I was like, oh shit,
some wallabies.
So well. And he was like, nah. He was like, who is that? No, I'm gonna be Ghostface from Scream. I was like, what? I was like, you never even seen Scream. Like, what is this?
It's a cool mask.
Yeah, it is.
I would definitely say it's one of the coolest, if not, I would probably give it the coolest mask out of all the masks of this horror genre. The mask is off the chain. I think it deserves to be on the list. Now, I do agree with y'all. It's not really scary, but I think what this movie did that makes it on the list for me is what Ollie said. It brought back the horror genre, the slasher films, because they were a dying breed. Nobody even did slasher films anymore because they became like second-rated B movies. But once Scream came out, it was like, oh shit, you know, it had a good story, it had a good plot, it was entertaining, and the costume, the shit was, and it had a hell of a twist at the end. I mean, that really sucked you in. And I think Phoenix just makes a good point too. There really hasn't been a bad Scream movie. Some of these other horror slasher films, they get really awful. But but you know, I think everybody agrees with you as well. Even Charlotte Dixon even says she didn't really think it was scary.
Yeah, this I'm gonna do this one for Coley. This is for Coley. Ready? Let me get a minute of your time. A minute of your time.
Hello, Sydney. Hello, Sydney. Then why don't you show your face, you fucking coward? My pleasure.
All right. Actually, the joint's longer than that, but I can't go with so long.
Anything said to Benny Hill is gonna be funny.
Yeah. Yo, but that was one thing. I guess it fit with the character because they weren't really killers.
Correct.
So they was always fucking up.
But they also played with their food a lot.
Running in the stuff,
slip and slide.
Yeah.
You gotta get to killing.
Oh man. So we are going to go to number 9 on the list, man. And this one is probably going to be quite debatable, but let's go to it, man. Number 9, the Xenomorph from Aliens. The AI put number 9 as the Xenomorph from Aliens, and it said the Xenomorph is the pure killing machine. Its terrifying design combined with its eerie method of reproduction, of course, when it busts out the chest and whatnot, makes it one of the most feared creatures in horror. Now, this is debatable, and we'll go around the horn. Do you consider Alien a horror film? It's sci-fi horror, but do you consider it what we would consider a horror film? That's a good question. I mean, granted, the Alien is iconic in itself, but it's debatable. Do you consider Alien a horror film? Ali, I go to you first.
Honestly, I did till you just said that. Now you got me thinking. This is or is this a sci-fi movie?
It's sci-fi horror. Yeah,
I think it's a horror movie. I mean, I was watching it. When I was watching, I was like, it wasn't like super scary, but it definitely had me some jump cuts and this and that that had me wilding. So, and I'm not mad at him on the list. You know what I mean? Okay. I mean, it's definitely iconic, like you said, and they got some iconic scenes. So, I'm not mad at it at all.
Okay. Phenom, what's your thoughts?
Honorable mention, yo. Shouldn't be in the top 10, yo. That's how I feel about it. And Aliens, I mean, they were sci-fi scary, but so if you can put Alien in or you can put Predator on it, was a Predator scary?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I equate them the same way. I mean, sci-fi movies. Yeah. Nah, I'll put it outside the top 10. I'm not saying I wouldn't put it on the list at all, but outside the top 10.
Okay. Cola, what about you?
I've never considered it a horror movie. I've always considered it, like you said, like sci-fi. Though I can say that I was freaked out, and I believe I did have a few nightmares about that that damn alien when I was younger. Because how old was I? Like 10, 11? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in my mind that was real. Like any minute that was coming down.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I agree with all of y'all. I do consider it on the list, and I think that's why I said it's debatable. We're 50-50 here. But I can see how it should not be in the top 10 because I think there are others that should replace it. But it's scary as shit. When I watched Aliens, I was scared out my ass. It definitely has that horror feel. Like when you watch Alien, you're in a dark spaceship. You barely see the light. You really don't get a chance to see the xenomorph until the very end when Sigourney Weaver finally looks at it. So it has that horror element to it. But I can see why a lot of people, even Ryan here, says he feels Alien is a top tier movie, but more like an action sci-fi rather than a horror.
Yeah.
So, I can see that this is going to be debatable. I mean, the AI put the Xenomorph at number 9, but I can see how it's debatable. What were you about to say? Oh,
no, I can't really argue with that. You know what I mean? I can see it both ways. So
exactly, I can see it both ways. Too.
Like I know Phoenix put on the same tier as Predator. Debbie actually said that she thought Predator. Well, she says Predator was scary, but sci-fi. Alien was scary as hell too. See, I didn't really think Predator was scary. I thought Predator was just more action.
I did too.
But Aliens had that scary. I don't know. Maybe it was because it was dark the whole movie. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt the same way.
There's some startling parts to it. I don't think that made me jump like, oh shit. Yeah. Not like that. I mean, this has some stuff like you might get startled, but I don't think it was scary.
And maybe I got thinking like against body fluids and shit.
Predator. I kind of thought Predator more was like an action movie than
But guess what? I obviously other people thought Alien was an action movie too because they made a Alien Predator movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like I said, it's debatable, but I can see how it is. It is a sci-fi horror, so they put it at number 9.
I kind of feel like AI did that just because it was basically made with like an AI adjacent, you know.
There it is.
So it's like biased, like I'm just gonna throw my homie up in there.
Yeah,
you know
they did. They had an Android in that shit. They went,
right.
I forgot his name. Yo. They had the Android in there. They had
his name.
Exactly.
Bishop. Yeah, the Android in there with the knife.
Yeah, Bishop. Yeah,
that was good stuff.
But every time
because his distant cousin was in there, that's the only reason why I made the list like that.
So put Alien, put Alien up in there because my cousin was in there.
Yeah, and you know I'm keeping it silly, yo. My bad, y'all. I had to keep it silly this episode. When I think of Alien, this what I think of.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Iconic. And like looking at it now, it's comical. You know?
Well, no, this ain't the real one, Cole.
Oh, it's not.
No, this is Spaceballs.
The tap dance.
Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie.
Check, please.
Classic.
I love that
This
movie.
has been coming on a lot lately.
Man, Spaceballs is one of the best comedy films ever made by Mel Brooks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
If you guys realize it, the guy that chokes on the soup and the alien comes out,
it's the same one.
It's the same guy in the Aliens movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize it.
The original guy, yo.
Yeah, the original guy that had the alien pop out of his chest, yo. So that was funny as shit. All right, so let's go to number 8.
My bad, yo. You know.
No, Ali, that's great, yo. I loved it, yo. I loved it. That's great. So let's go to number 8. The AI picked. Let's go to number 8. Here we go. The AI picked Chucky as number 8 on the list of greatest horror characters of all time. So it says that Chucky mixed dark humor with supernatural elements, and being a killer doll form is the formula for horrific and entertaining audience for decades. I definitely agree. Having a killer doll is something you just would have never thought about. And of course, his personality is funny and he's fucking terrifying. I mean, especially when he would change from the doll face into the killer face.
Yeah,
it was pretty creepy. I'm not even going to front. Child's Play was a great movie. I don't know who came with the concept. I don't know who thought of it, but even the animatronics on it is fantastic. This definitely should be on the list. I definitely think Chucky should be on the list in the top 10. Absolutely. They've made 1,000 Child's Play since then. Some of them have gotten worse over time, but Child's Play, I think, is definitely an iconic movie, and Chucky definitely be on the list.
Yeah, Chucky's Bride was a little rough.
A little.
The bride is Chucky. I was like, yo, y'all know, we go ahead with it. I'm sorry, somebody else could talk about it.
It was so huge to get with that. I mean, dolls, canoodling. I mean, come on now. They was making grass sandwiches, you know. I mean, like, come on.
God.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Coitus show. They was having Coitus show. There you go.
Can you really, yo? I mean, it was like they was really just bumping uglies, as they say, because there ain't no body parts. You know?
Ken and Barbie, yo.
A little dry
yeah,
humping,
exactly.
A little dry humping, I guess. My bad.
So let's go around. What do you guys think? Chucky should be on. So I'll give you guys some questions. Should Chucky be on the list? And do you think it should be higher on the list than number 8? We'll go around. Phoenix, we'll start with you this time.
Higher. It's in the top 5, yo. I'm gonna say why it's in the top 5, because this came out when we were like maybe like 11, 12, 13 or something around that age.
Yeah, about 11 or 12. Yeah.
Anybody who had a doll at that age.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. And then the thing about it is it was a play on like My Buddy and Me. That was a real doll.
That was a real doll.
Yeah,
You know
my
what I'm
buddy
saying?
and me. My buddy.
My buddy. Wherever I go,
he goes. My buddy.
So to me, that kind of moves it into the top 10, because Chucky, like you said, the animatronics, his face changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has this peaceful look, and then he just has this evil look. Child's Play 1, I watched it a couple weeks ago. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
2, okay. 3 was hilarious because like it was one scene where that's when they was at the Marine school or the military school or whatever. Chucky follows him there, and then the drill sergeant picks up Chucky, and he says "boo," and he has a heart attack and dies. So he had to kill him. He's like, "You got to be killing me." So he had the humor with it, but just alone should be in top 5 because it made everybody terrified of dolls, yo.
Yeah,
every kid
I agree.
was terrified. So,
what about you, Cole?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. At that time, I had a Teddy Ruxpin, and what I didn't realize is that when the batteries go low in the Teddy Ruxpin, sometimes it just turns on by itself. So like 3 o'clock in the morning, my Teddy Ruxpin started like, because I never had like stories in there. I had music. So all of a sudden, like it's rapping.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, you gotta go. And then I throw it away. And my mom thought it was a mistake because I had a little brother and he liked to throw things away all the time. So she thought it was a mistake and put it back in my room.
It is a horror movie. You are literally describing a horror movie.
Oh my gosh.
After that, I put it down the garbage chute. Like, you are not going to see this doll again ever.
Yo,
that's how it was in the movie.
That's yeah, all the movies they be like, you throw some shit out, and then the next day it just be there. Like, oh, what's this here again? Like,
happened in Chucky too. Like toss the doll over there, look over there, and the doll ain't there no more. People looking behind the desk, looking behind furniture. Then he just pop out and start killing people. But one thing with dolls, yo, I don't care who you are. You can have a doll sitting in your chair in your room. If you move this way, you think the eyes are following you.
Yes,
that's what Chucky is scarier, yo.
Yeah, so I absolutely agree that it was a horror movie. Even though with the little comedy in there, like after that little incident, I never had a doll again. I threw all my dolls out.
Yeah,
I was the same way.
Yeah, once that thing came on, you had your dolls, you threw all your dolls out?
I had a stuffed Bugs Bunny. I had a stuffed Bugs Bunny doll that was sitting in the chair, and I had just finished watching Child's Play. And of course, then I wound up going to the room that night, and I was scared shitless because I felt like that doll was just staring at me all night in the dark. I didn't like it. I put that shit in the closet. It never came out ever again. So
I will say this. I got to shout out Jules real quick. My dad collects clowns. Like when I say my dad has about 100 clowns at the crib.
Oh no, that'd be a horror house for me.
Yeah,
I have a fear of clowns.
Like when I go down there, I'm gonna take a picture, yo, and when y'all see it, y'all be like all different size clowns, yo. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Ali, let's go to you, brother. Do you think it should make the list, and do you think it should be at number 8 or higher?
I mean, to me, 8 is a good number for Chucky because honestly, I think Chucky is comical. You know what I mean? It's a fucking doll killing people. But I could definitely see it on the list because it is one of the most iconic characters. Like once you see Chucky doll, Chucky face, like everybody knows Chucky from little kids to I'm like, yo, they haven't had a movie out in about 20 years, but little kids actually
they have a TV show now.
Oh yeah, they did have that TV show.
They do have a TV show, called Chucky. Yeah.
But
it's not bad.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You said
no,
it's not bad. Oh no, but I was just saying, just in general, like Chucky is like a character just everyone knows. So just off that alone, it deserves a spot on the list. You know what I mean? You can you show a Chucky doll somewhere, everybody's like, "Oh, Chucky!" You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, as soon as you see this, you know exactly what it is. You don't even have to ask. You like, yeah, that's a Chucky doll, and I don't want it.
Exactly.
I guess for Halloween, there's a lot of little people dress up like Chucky too, yo.
And if any of those little kids come to me, I'm gonna punt him across the yard. I swear it. Like, don't come to me.
Well, you know what? There was it was like a short-lived show on Netflix. You remember Ali? It was like the astronomical something when it was like a skit show, and they had a press conference for this.
Dude, Chucky. I remember that.
He was like, "How did you kill Chucky?" I said, "I just kicked him. He came at me I just kicked him.
Yeah,
I kicked the shit out of him, yo. They were asking all and quick, like, "How did you do it?" Though, like, he's like, "I just literally kicked the shit out of him." Yo. It was funny,
Yo, that's all. Really, for real, yo. You could. I ain't gonna lie, yo. You let a dog kill you, man. I gotta.
But you got to
Some
admit,
of some of
the
them
way
I
they-
can say. No, I'm just saying. If you just wasn't like you didn't know he was alive, whatever.
Right.
If he just got you, but no. Once you knew he was a killer doll, if you died to a doll, yo, I can't respect it, yo. You deserve to die, yo. Like that's
No,
just
because he was
that's
fast.
just
Though.
dark.
that's what I was going to
Darwinism.
say.
He was fast,
He was
like a
Speedy
gremlin.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yes, you couldn't even get to him because he was so fucking fast. And what would Chucky always do? He would cut you at your Achilles ankles real fast, and you would fall down the ground.
You can't go anywhere. You done.
Achilles
That's how
ankles.
he would
Like,
do it every time. He would cut them little back of them ankles.
yeah,
Your ass would fall on the ground, and you'd be done.
Was it Chucky one where like it was 2 kills I remember that Chucky did? Well, two scenes. There was one when he had like a dude in a suit, threw him in the back seat. He was just sitting there like this and end up strangling with the plastic over the face in the car. I remember that part. There was one where Chucky, like every time he got mad, he got really mean, yo. Like he got really aggressive.
He got real mad.
And he,
When his face, when he would turn into Lee, I guess I forget the guy's name, but yeah, when he would turn it on, that animatronics in the face would be so
and he was
nasty.
relentless too, because in the toy factory he got melted. He got his arm
Yeah.
cut off.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he got melted. He was
Still moving up the joint.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
He's still coming at you.
he had the one leg, he ain't care, yo. He was we'll go. Valerie says the child actor in Chucky was great. Did he annoy any of y'all? So I'm sure he probably annoyed one person on here, but I thought the child actor was great at Chucky. I think they did a great job picking that child actor.
Hate all them
because
kids.
he made the movie just as much as Chucky did. Did the child actor annoy y'all?
I mean, I'm trying to think back. He didn't annoy me. I haven't watched it
He didn't
too
annoy me
recently,
either.
so I can't, But from the last
Yeah.
time I watched it, I didn't mind
thought
him
he
at
was good.
all. Yeah, I thought he was all right. I can't even
And-
fight.
and,
I usually I'm like fuck them kids, but you know
What about
person
you,
I'm like,
Phenom?
Oh yeah, right. You ain't care.
Kids, yo. I don't like kid actors, yo. They're not my cup of tea, yo. I ain't even like the mom,
That's it.
but it was funny though. Like Chucky was calling her a bitch and everything. That was the funniest part because like a doll in a grown man body. He said, "Come here, bitch," and tried to kill her by the fireplace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. But look,
That was yeah. But go ahead,
Yeah.
Ollie. What you got for us?
Women drivers,
I had to watch the whole thing because it's like Chucky just cursing.
Been very naughty, Miss Kettlewell. Chucky's gonna be a bro. Size that counts, asshole.
He just like to cuss, yo.
Yeah, he did.
Shit. You little shit. You little
That's the kid.
Shit.
Charles, stop swearing.
What the hell? What the hell? I need the exercise. Yours, asshole! Hi, soldier.
Gave him the finger.
He like to cuss, yo. Like, bro, I cuss a lot. Yo, I was like, God damn, yo. Here's that boy. What's my boy off of The Wire?
Clay. Shit.
It was a lot of shit. Shit. I was like, yo, this boy, yo, wow, yo.
Oh man, yeah, Chucky. Yeah, Julesy. Yeah, Chucky had a little potty mouth, yo. He
Yeah,
really
definitely
did.
a little pop, yo. Like,
Little potty mouth. Oh man, so let's go on to number 7 on the list. Now, this one, well, we'll just go ahead and get into it. Number 7 on the list was Pinhead from Hellraiser. They said this is number 7 on the list because it was a combination of sadomasochism, deep lore, and look, his actual unique look makes him stand out. I want to be honest. I didn't watch any Hellraiser movies, but I did know of Pinhead because every time I went to the video store, they had Hellraiser 1, 2, 3, 4. It was so many of those freaking Hellraisers because they were really low-rated B movies. I don't know if I would have this at number 7, just me personally, because I don't see where this went anywhere after that little box of time in the 80s. This is just me personally. It's a very iconic character.
It made it to the
because
90s. There was Hellraisers in the 90s.
Probably was Hellraiser 10.
They redid one in the 20. It was like recently.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
the same director, Clive Barker, that did the
Okay.
original Hellraisers. He redid it.
Mm-hmm.
And little known, like that director, he wrote somebody else who may or may not be on the list. He wrote a movie that may or not. I'll wait for that to come up. I don't want to spoil it. You know what I mean? But yeah. But Pinhead, I mean, Hellraiser, this is what I'm going to say. I remember watching Hellraiser as a child. I was with my cousins. Like, Hellraiser scared the fuck out of me as a child. Because it wasn't even just him. It wasn't just Pinhead. He had a whole little gang with him. It was like 2, 3 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They was fucking people up. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was just blown. You know what I mean? Mind blown. Now, does he deserve to be top 10? I don't know. I think he probably is just top 10 just off the look. And so a lot of people reference, like, you know, a lot of people reference Pinhead, you know what I mean? Pinhead, Hellraiser, right. Like people reference it, but it's not, I ain't gonna act like it's like some great franchise. And
It's not
great.
That's where I'm at.
Because honestly, he don't even be doing killing in most of the movies, yo. It'd be
that's what I was going to say.
Killing. Like,
he's not even the guy doing the majority of the killing.
Yeah, he's just there.
His flunky's doing it for him.
Yeah, or he's like influencing. I mean, but yeah, he don't really do like a lot of the killing in the movies, yo. So, or it'll be the people that opened the box and came back to life and did like. There's other people that do the killing. So I think it's just he had a look. He has a look, as they say.
You'll find a lot more people that probably haven't even really watched the Hellraiser franchise like myself. Phoenix, you already answered about Cola. What are your thoughts on Hellraiser? Have you even seen Hellraiser?
I have not even seen it. I mean, I've heard of it and I've seen the character, but I never saw it, and I've never heard of anybody speaking about it either.
Yeah. This is definitely one for me that I don't think should be in the top 10. But I can see what you're saying, Ali. It probably made it there because of looks, and it probably was one of the major horror films of the 80s, but this should be at number 7. Definitely not. So okay, let's go on to number 6, which definitely I think this should be on the list. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Matter of fact, I'll just sue the characters. Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They have continued with this franchise many times, and the reason why they said this is number 6 is Leatherface is primal and grotesque, representing raw, unfiltered terror, and his human skin mask and chainsaw make him an unforgettable figure in the horror genre. I absolutely agree with everything that is being said here, because even when you think of Leatherface and you start to realize where they got the basis of the story from a real life scenario, you're like, yo, this is kind of freaky. So
I didn't know that, honestly.
Yes, that's what makes this.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. See, I did a little deep lore dive into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it is based off an actual case of murders that actually happened way out in this countryside. Now, they do create the character Leatherface with the chainsaw, but they did find out that there was a family that was kidnapping people, taking them to their rural place, and was doing exactly what they were doing. They were cutting them, they were taking them apart, they said when they walked, it was awful. So they wound up finding hundreds and hundreds of bodies at this facility. And once that story came out, this person created the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre based off of this. So it really is based off of a true story.
Okay, that makes it number 1 for me then. Because that's disgusting.
It really is. When I read it and I didn't think it was true, I actually did some research on it, and I was like, holy shit, this is really true. The only thing that's not true is the Leatherface character, but everything else in there is true.
Everything else is enough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, definitely.
I remember, like I said, I had some older cousins, yo. This just showed me shit, yo. And they showed me like the original when this shit came out. I ain't gonna lie, I was freaked out, yo. I haven't seen it in a long time. Like the original, like with the fat motherfucker running around.
That's scary.
And then he got the shit. He just be running. Like he got mad. It was like just swinging the chainsaw. Like every time he got mad, he just started swinging the chainsaw around. Like
yes.
I was like, y'all have traumatized me forever.
I saw the original too.
Yeah.
I was
matter of fact, I think my cousins owe me some money. Yo. I need to pay for some fucking therapy.
From the trauma.
Y'all motherfuckers ruined me, yo. Yeah, but that old one was like crazy, yo. It was definitely crazy.
Yeah. Venus. Well, Cola, what are your thoughts on Leatherface? Do you think it should be making it? Have you seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise?
Oh, well, I didn't see the franchise. I saw the first one, I guess, before, not the black and white one, but like the first one of the recent. Yeah. I saw that one. And like I said before, knowing that it's based on a true story, that should make it number one. Like that right there is enough for me. You know, but I like what Mary says. Like I'm with her on that. Like that would have been the first and the last date for me too. Because like, look, what are you prefacing? Like, are you trying to tell me something? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Leatherface he's definitely. I think he's in the top 5, yo. I think those movies are scary. It's scary to the point where I don't drive anywhere rural at night, yo.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah,
for real.
Like straight up, that's the epitome of horror to me.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I give you a story. Ollie, did you go out to Charlottesville that time with us when we were supposed to play out in Charlottesville? With Tion put the team together, we couldn't play because we was a Fugazi team. I don't know if you made it out there.
No, I didn't go that one.
So y'all ever heard that story? You know, Tion was Josh Seisty, you know what I'm saying? So we were supposed to be Tidewater Community College, right? So we go out to Charlottesville and we supposed to play. We warming up and everything, and they trying to verify our studentship. And then I forgot who was like somebody went to college with us was a director over there, and he cussed Tion out. We couldn't play. So I was like, fuck, I'm going home. Driving from Charlottesville back to Northern Virginia at night. Dog, it's the scariest thing in the world, yo. That's why I don't drive at night. Like nowhere rural. I'll drive on the highway, 95 corridor, I'm good. Rural part of Virginia, rural part of anywhere, not doing it. Just because of Leatherface, yo. I don't want to get kidnapped.
Yeah. Straight up, because that's how this normally happens. They're driving at night, or they're driving somewhere very rural, and they get stranded, or they get lost, and they ask for directions, and the rest is history.
Yeah, because this was before GPS. Like you had to do it like MapQuest or an actual map.
I was about to say this before MapQuest. No internet, baby. He was out there with the map. Like this is
right.
That shit out.
That's on the hood of your car, spread it out
with the compass, like
worst north. Yeah, the pending route. You're like, well, we just go here. We go here.
If I make that left at Albuquerque, that left at Albuquerque.
You should have made that left at Albuquerque. Yeah, you be drawing lines on the map. You should have took Route 68 down to Route 95, going up 164.
Yeah, I want y'all to try to read a map, yo, now.
Oh, it's impossible.
Oh no, I'm done.
And people used to go to gas stations a lot back then too. And that's another thing. You used to go to gas stations.
Yeah, that's what back in the day, you know, anytime you was in there, you'd be at 7-Eleven, somebody coming in, how I get to such and such. Like, you hit the McDonald's, make a right, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It was always somebody coming in asking for directions, yo. All the time. You know what I mean? Hit the second right at the blue house. Not the very blue, the sky blue house. You know, it was like
and if you see the hound dog sitting out there, then you've gone too far. You got to do a U-turn and come back.
Exactly.
You're gonna pass a church on the left, but then you go 2 stops past that. You know,
right.
But all the movies, like I think Leatherface kind of set the genre for those type of movies, like Debbie said, Left Turn or Wrong Turn, those type of movies where you get lost. And you
Exactly.
Children of the Corn.
Because that's really how those Texas Chainsaw Massacres movies are. They go to the gas station somewhere and they tell them directions only to direct them to these people's house, sitting out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's Crazy.
That's why they're still alive. They be like, yeah, we just sending y'all these people. Leave us
Yeah,
the
it's
fuck alone.
feed the beast, bro.
That's what it is. Feed the beast.
Oh my god.
Man.
Charlotte said, this is a horror movie in itself. The public bathrooms. That shit's still a horror movie right now. I be traveling back. I'm like, yo, it'd be hit and miss. Like you go to one joint, nah, we good here. Some of them shits is like, oh.
Man, some of this shit is real scary.
No, it has to be a real gas station, like a Wawa, or like one of those big ones, because I'm not going outside, with the key ring that's like the tire. Yeah, like I'm not doing that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nah,
You ever seen somebody walk barefoot in one of them things?
Yes.
Disgusting.
Oh god,
yeah.
so that's scary.
Brave, yo.
I'm looking at Mary's comment talking about she broke down in Idaho. See, Mary, your first problem.
Oh no.
First problem is you was in Idaho.
He was in Idaho.
Oh,
that's crazy though. Ooh,
in the middle of the night in Idaho.
Yeah, I don't even know what you do, yo. You just gotta sit there and just be like, oh shit.
A good Samaritan come by and not a bad Samaritan.
Yeah,
there's such thing as a bad. What's the opposite of a good Samaritan?
That's
like
scary, yo.
A bad Samaritan, a psycho.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Man, that's scary. What do you do? Because you need help, but you're afraid to ask for it because you're in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Yo, just sit in the car all night, yo. Just pray for the sun to come up.
Yeah, wait for the sun to come up.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, that's some Jeepers Creepers stuff right there. When the kids got
stranded, you got kind of sleep in the trunk or something, yo.
On the bus in the middle of the street. Man, that's bad. That's bad. All right, man. This has been good. Okay, we're going to go to number 5. We're going to go to number 5 that they put on the list here. They put Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs at number 5, and they say the reason why is Hannibal Lecter is unique as a horror character due to his intelligence, sophistication, and terrifying calmness. And I will say they're right here when it says his blend of psychological horror and cannibalism has earned him a spot as one of the top horror icons. What do you guys think, man? Hannibal Lecter at number 5. And do you think Hannibal Lecter should have made this list? Cola, you've seen Silence of the Lambs. What are your thoughts?
I didn't consider it a horror movie. I don't know. It was disgusting, the fact that somebody's going to eat you or whatever, but it wasn't like it gives you like that ick factor. And it's like to me, a psychological thriller, but not a horror movie. Yeah.
I think you might have a lot of people agree with you. Valerie agrees. More of a thriller, not a horror. Phoenix, what are your thoughts on that?
Agreed. I don't even know why he on the list, bro.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an interesting character.
Oh, definitely. He's one of the greatest.
He's not a horror person. Yeah, he's like Anthony Hopkins bodied it.
Yeah.
But yeah, horror, nah. Suspense, yes. Thriller, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can't even put up an argument for this one. Yeah, it's definitely not a horror genre. You got to think, even first movie Silence of the Lambs introduced, it's not even he ain't even the killer. Like he's in jail. Like he's just helping. Anything. He's the motherfucking good guy, even though he's not. He's motherfucking helping your girl. I mean, he's don't make that face, yo. He's not a good guy, but you know what I mean. He was working for the ops, yo. He was working for the popo, So, but it definitely sparked a nice franchise. Even and Julie mentioned like he was scary in Red Dragon. Like Red Dragon was like dude was copycatting and he was writing Hannibal Lecter is like a top tier character, but it's definitely not horror.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of people agreeing with this here. Ryan, nope, good movie, but not good enough for top 10. Charlotte says thriller. So I think we got a lot of people feeling the same way about this Hannibal Lecter, which, Mary Nelson says psychological thriller.
Yeah, that's what that is. Like, that's what even the movies after when they're chasing him, it's more psychological thriller.
Yeah, same here. Julesy agree. It's not so much of a horror, but a thriller type. Yeah, I think we all agree here that the AI got it wrong with this one. Great movie, thriller, but should not be in the top 10 as far as horror. I don't think so. But we're going to go to the next one on the
wait,
list.
before we do though, I ain't gonna lie,
Okay.
yo. This shit had me freaking out, yo. The scene, I remember the scene, yo. Only because of one part. I'm gonna let it come. I'm gonna let it come out.
High-powered perception of yourself. What about it? Why don't you look at yourself and write down what you see? Maybe
Not gonna lie, Jodie Foster got on my nerves, yo.
Yeah.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. You fly back to school now, little Starling. Fly, fly,
Fly, fly, fly.
I can't even do that. Like, how do you do?
You
That's how you sip some hot tea.
You be hungry as hell. You get that shit out the microwave, take that bite.
Yes.
For real, yo.
But I love that. That shit was crazy. Yo. You know, he hit it with some other shit. And it's funny because the caption said kissing. And I was like, what kind of kissing y'all doing? Like,
right.
But nah,
I have a question for y'all, yo.
Yeah,
Why don't they just be fast tracking like serial killers to the electric chair, yo? Like, why is he still around, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, he done said I killed a census taker, I ate his liver with some fava beans
and some Chianti.
Yo. But, all right, let's fast track this dude.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the census taker tried to check him, though. He tried to test him. Yeah, she was pressing him. He was like, yo, don't test me. He was like, last time somebody test me, guess what happened?
I hate their ass.
Yeah,
Right. And the funny thing is about it, he's so sophisticated. He didn't even say French fries and ketchup with it.
Yeah,
he said some fava beans.
And I'm over here like, what are fava beans?
Yeah,
Right.
I still know what the fuck they are, but it's not.
I don't know what it is
sound
either.
delicious. That's the one thing. Hannibal Lecter was a motherfucking 3-star Michelin cook, yo.
Right.
Chef. I mean, I can't even call him a cook. I'm sorry, Hannibal Lecter. Don't come for me. He's a chef. That motherfucker would chef some shit up and have everybody loving it. He's like, yo,
Right. I don't care how much of a Michelin chef he is. He need to go to the electric chair for even eating liver, yo. Liver is the most disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's the fugazi meat of all meats, yo. You ever put a piece of liver on your plate? You be like, oh, it look like steak. You bite it, it tastes like fucking liver. Nobody eats liver, yo. I don't know nobody eats liver. If you eat liver,
my dad loves liver, yo. He eat that shit.
No,
gravy. It's a lot. Liver and onions. That's it.
Actually, my mom likes liver too.
Yeah, that liver.
Man,
and onions.
my parents like it. I can't take it. It's gritty, very bitter.
Yeah.
Nah, you can make that joint look like a steak. You bite into it, y'all flipping the whole table over, yo.
But liver's one of them foods that's like you can be the brokest of the broke. Like people like broke people, like I said, country folks love liver and onions, and then the fancy high class people they like we have a little bit of chicken liver with the side of whatever. You know what I mean? They
fava beans and Chianti.
And Chianti, whatever the fuck. I can't even say that shit. But you know, they'll hype that up, yo. It's like one of the foods that could go this way or that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ain't nobody look. No Bobby Flay can't make liver taste good to me.
Right.
Nobody can do it, yo. Hell's Kitchen. Liver is the worst food. Like my mom put that in front of me. You know, you can't get up till you finish eating your food.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Get my pillow, yo. Sleeping at the dining room table tonight, yo. Ain't nobody.
I had that situation.
Debbie says it's an acquired taste, but you never know, yo. Hannibal Lecter had a man eating his own brains at the table, yo.
He did,
but his brains was missing, so of course he's just gonna do stuff. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I just said, if you can do that, yo, you can do.
That's true.
He might twist it up, yo. I don't lie, yo. The one that if you got what's that movie where they got trapped on the mountain? I don't even know why I just thought that movie in snow, like the in Alive when they was eating them up. Look, I bet you they wish they had him like that out there with them. Like he would have been out there chefing that shit. Give me some of that thigh meat. like,
They're like, hey, it's only the liver left. Guess what?
That was so Matt. That was Ray Liotta that was in that film.
Oh damn! I don't even remember that.
I didn't even know that.
I know it's been so long.
Yeah,
damn, it's been so long. Damn, but
I
remember that part. He was feeding him his brain. You know, I was like, damn, he cutting his brain out and putting it on the plate and feeding it to him. That dude's cruel, yo, cruel.
It definitely is Ray Liotta. I just googled it and looked at the picture. It's definitely him.
I'll never doubt you again, Matt. My bad.
Oh man, so let's move on from Hannibal Lecter. We have number 4 on the list. I think we can look. Let's just go ahead and get it to it. Number 4 on the list. Pennywise the clown from It. All right, be careful, Cola. We'll just go ahead and get that off screen a little smaller. Off screen now.
Look at him, god damn.
Damn. So I'm going to read what it says here. They said Pennywise the clown. Of course, we all know him from It. That was the movie that was with the actor no longer with us anymore. He played the hell out of that character. I still haven't seen that movie, but I did see the new one with Skarsgård. Really good, really scary too. But they say here, Pennywise, they give the reason why. They say Pennywise is one of the most terrifying clowns ever portrayed on screen. His ability to shapeshift and feed on fear, coupled with his iconic appearance, makes him one of the scariest villains in both literature and film. This was originally a Stephen King's novel, It. So that's how this starts off before it comes to film. I agree. I think Pennywise definitely should be in the top 10. I would put it in the top 5, maybe 6, just because I've seen the most recent It. But if it was just the one from back in the day, I probably wouldn't have had it up as high. But because of the newest rendition of It was so freaking good, I think it definitely should be in the top 10. Cola, I don't know where you land at this. I'm not sure your feelings, but have you even seen It? Probably.
Yeah, I've seen It. That's the reason why I hate clowns. Like, I hate clowns. Oh my God. I mean, just the picture alone, I'm not looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
I won't put it up.
I hate going to the circus, you know? Like, I used to love Bozo the Clown until It came around, and then I stopped watching that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do it. I don't do clowns. No.
Yeah. I never saw the original It. I've only seen bits and pieces of the original one. I wish I did though, because a lot of people say it was terrifying.
You used to come on
Valerie says,
TV, yo.
Yeah, the OG was scary to me. Yeah. Phoenix, what about you? What's your thoughts on Pennywise?
Definitely top 5, yo. I mean, iconic look. The movies are good. I saw the original on like ABC or something like that at one point, and scared the shit out of me. Yeah. But I have a love-hate relationship with clowns, yo. Like, I think they're creepy. But I love Bozo the Clown, yo. Because you remember we used to watch Bozo the Clown.
Yeah.
Me and my sister, we used to, they used to have this challenge at the end where they have these buckets. You got to throw the ping pong balls in the bucket.
And you throw the ping pong in the buckets.
Me and my sister used to get buckets in the crib and start doing that challenge and all that stuff. So I like Bozo. I hate Pennywise, yo. So yeah.
I wanted to go on that show so bad just so I could win all the toys.
I wanted to go on the show because these kids they sucked, yo. They were not athletic or none of that, yo. They couldn't do
nothing. Ollie, what are your thoughts on Pennywise?
I remember it's so crazy, because honestly, I can't even front. Like, I didn't even watch the new movies. I watched part of the first new movie, but it just wasn't for me. But I do remember watching the old one, and in my head, for some reason, but I haven't watched it since motherfucking 80s. Like, I was a little kid. In my head, it was a movie, but then I saw where Ryan said that his mom said record the original whatever from TV onto the VHS, and I was like, yeah, I do remember because I was just watching. I never went to the theater.
Came on like ABC or something.
Yeah, it was a motherfucking series. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's how I remember we watched it. Like, we just watched it on TV. But I mean, he's definitely an iconic character. I can't lie, I can't speak on it too much because I don't remember, and I haven't watched it in a long time, and I didn't watch the new ones either. I'm not scared of clowns. I was just like whatever. But if you do get a chance, y'all should watch this documentary on Hulu called Wrinkles the Clown. That's just good.
What is that?
You don't know if he's a bad guy?
Snatching kids or something like that.
You don't know if he's a bad guy or a good guy.
Yeah, I'll pass.
He's got a scary ass face. I was about to pull his face up, yo. Just off his face alone, you should watch it. If you just look up Wrinkles the Clown, yo, I end up pull it up. Respect to Cola.
Thank
So
you.
did-
Appreciate it.
So
Just Google Wrinkles the Clown, yo.
Wrinkles
Once you
the
see his
Clown?
face,
Okay.
it was like a
these are
thing.
these are the scary clowns, yo.
It was a thing like out of Florida. Yo, they was violent.
Wow. So
yeah.
they go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, yo, he did look scary. I ain't gonna lie though. If I saw him on the street, I would have been running. Running.
So Julesy says the only cool clown is Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that either, yo.
I'm not mad. Krusty was cool.
He was a classic, yo. You know what I mean?
Right. Krusty was classic, yo, from the Simpsons. Yeah, gotta love Krusty the Clown.
Simpsons.
Yes.
Mhm.
So number 3
Nah,
on
the only clown is which one was on A Living Color? What was that dude's name?
Homie the
Homie the
Clown.
Clown. Homie the Clown was the best clown.
The Homie the Clown. I got a
Don't mess around.
love-hate relationship with Homie the Clown, yo. Because when the nigga came out, yo, everybody was bringing them
Everybody
fucking
in school,
socks
yo.
to school and shit.
pennies
Yo,
in it.
bro, like it was just everywhere. Like that shit was ridiculous. Yo.
And they set you
my
up, yo.
God.
They ask you a stupid question, like an easy question.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, we can do this. I don't think so.
Right.
Damn sock, yo.
Homie don't play that.
Yeah, homie, like, damn socks, yo.
He was awesome.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's go to number 4, man. Let's go to number 3. I think we can all agree this is definitely an iconic character. Franchise been around for a long time. The AI said number 3 was Jason Voorhees. They said the reason why, well, Jason's hockey mask has become iconic with the slasher genre. He's quite brutal. His brutal and unstoppable nature and tragic backstory have made him an unforgettable horror icon. Look, the original Jason didn't wear the hockey mask, I think, until number 3 or 4. Yeah, actually. Prior to that, the first Jason was just his mom. In the second Jason, he wore like a pillowcase over his face. And I think in the third Jason, you never really saw who he was. I think he didn't pick up the hockey mask until 3 or 4. But once he did that, it was over. It became iconic.
Yeah,
But
because I only just remember this. This is the only image I really remember.
Is he behind me? That's when you know he was about to kill somebody in the movies.
Right. Mostly when you're having sex.
Oh yeah, Jason was definitely like Friday the 13th was definitely one of those first teen sex. Well, I ain't to say one of the first. I mean,
that was one of the first horror tropes.
Yeah, first horror tropes. You about to y'all run off to be having that
Sending
sex?
kids, yo.
You are not gonna make it, yo.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it.
That's when you won't gonna make it. If you were having sex around Jason, you was done.
Right. It's like he has some kind of vendetta.
He said, if I ain't getting none, y'all ain't
Yeah,
getting
I was gonna
Exactly.
say that's what it was. He's like, yo, I ain't getting it, you ain't getting it. You know what I mean?
You know what? Now I know why. Because he drowned because the camp counselors were having sex. That's how he drowned.
Maybe, yo, because they won't pay attention on the
They
lake
wasn't paying
like they
attention
should.
to it because they was getting it on, and
They
he
was
wanted
getting it on.
drowning out of the lake. That's why, yo. That's why he got a vendetta.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not even a conspiracy theory. That might be you might be onto something, yo.
yeah, you
Right.
might be onto something.
Valerie said Jason was a cock blocker. Yeah, he was.
He was the ultimate.
Right. Just
Ain't
gonna
nobody
go ahead and
having
take
sex.
He want the fat friend like at the bar. Shout out to all my overweight people. I like BBWs. I'm with you, but some of y'all be hating. But that's a whole nother story. But either way, yo, he was the ultimate clock. I can talk. Cop blocker for real.
I'm curious. When did
I
that
had,
first?
I had to look it up, yo. Like I actually Googled to see why he killed. I said, why did Jason Voorhees become a killer? He saw his mom get killed, trauma,
Yeah,
necessity
he did.
to keep making horror movies. I think that might be the one. Loss of humanity, yo. He just caused him to lose. He didn't like humans no more. But then they're like the moral actions of his victims and his own rage over having drowned as a child.
Oh, okay. So Corey, you were right.
Yeah,
but
he was mad at the camp counselors, man, because he was, you know.
Hold on, can you survive a
He's
drowning?
definitely top tier. What's that?
Can you
Well, I
survive a
mean,
drowning?
he didn't drown. but he was going to drown. He still was alive in Jason 1 when his mom was the murderer.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, she
mean,
was
but
pissed off at the camp counselors.
Yeah. But his mom was doing all the killing.
His mom was doing all the killing in the first one, but you didn't know who was doing the killing until the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jason's definitely, I mean, he's probably number one on my list as far as most iconic. Like, this was when I really first started getting into scary movies and this and that. And then Friday the 13th, like, even nowadays, you see Friday the 13th on the calendar, you're like, oh shit. It's like, you know what I mean? Some bad luck, some this, some that.
Very true.
Somebody's gonna die. Don't go to the camp. Like, you know, they stay off the lake. So
they just had a Friday the 13th last month, yo. They were showing
I know, because it was somebody no birthday. I can't talk about it.
I think you're right. I think you're really onto something, Ali. I think Friday the 13th was major with a lot of the things that we think of synonymous with horror films, like all the tropes, like
all
having sex, the drugs, the partying, don't walk away alone. All of that was coming from Friday the 13th. I mean, until then, it wasn't really like that. People was killing randomly, but not randomly, but Friday the 13th set up all the tropes that we currently do right now. Even the theme, like that whole like when did they come up with that shit?
Yeah,
that's iconic.
It was hot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they came out with it earlier. It was in the first movie. It's like in the
yeah. Damn, was he behind me?
Right.
Did y'all ever play that Friday 13 Nintendo video game?
That shit was motherfucking impossible, yo.
It was impossible to
Once
win in
Jason
that
came
game,
out, I played that game so much because I was like, nah, I got to figure this out. Dog, as soon as Jason came out, it was a wrap. You can't outrun him. You can't do nothing.
Nope. You couldn't even get, once it turned dark and Jason came out, it was a wrap. You couldn't outrun this motherfucker at all. That's why I was like, this game sucks, yo.
Yeah, definitely
it was terrible.
To me, one of the worst games ever, yo.
And I think it also set up one of the worst tropes that, well, I don't want to say the worst tropes, but one of the tropes that's kind of funny now that they do a lot of movies is people of color were always the first ones to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That definitely set. Yeah, they definitely set that trend. Like,
If you was a person of color in them Jason movies,
right, you want to be in this movie, you're gonna die in the first, like in the credits.
You're gonna die early,
right before the movie even starts.
And it definitely set up the we run in the forest. This bride just on trip.
Oh yes.
Yes. I'm like, why are you falling? Look at your ass up. But it didn't even have a trip. All right, you run in the woods. You might trip and die. Yo. Or you might just trip and fall, I should say. But they be so slow to get up. It's like, once they fall, they're
and they keep falling.
Right.
Time.
If you don't get your ass up and get to running with me, because I'm out.
Yes.
Bing, 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 bing. I'm going.
And they the slowest runners ever in these movies. Like,
the
it's
crazy
crazy
thing is that he was always walking. Like, he never ran. He didn't break a sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how's he walking and he can't compete with your run?
You get your Carl Lewis on, yo. He come, you see him.
Right.
Ain't none of this. Just
exactly.
run till you get somewhere where you're out of breath, yo. Then you can take a look back. But nah, I mean, like, it's funny because like the trope came with the white girls falling in scary movies, yo. That was always gonna happen, yo. You know what I'm saying? But no, Jason, I have no argument for him not being the top. I wouldn't have an argument if he was the top person on the list. But I think you know the next two, obviously everybody knows who they are. They're all interchangeable in my opinion. So
I definitely had Jason in my personal. He'd probably be my number one though. My personal number one. And
you know, now that we've talked more about it, I think Jason is rising higher up on my list because I thought he was good at number 3, but I think I'm going to put him up further now because he does. It's a lot, man. It's a lot for Friday the 13th.
Well, I mean, but a lot of those. I mean, just like with the horror movies, yo, they be jumping the shark, yo, because like Jason go to New York.
No, Jason went to motherfucking space.
Right.
He literally went to space.
Man. He went to Manhattan.
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah,
I mean,
so shout out to Ryder. He was like, dude tried to box. That was the Manhattan dude who was out on the street. Jason's like,
a good fight, yo.
He hit him one time
He
and
squared
knocked his
him up,
head
yo.
off. The funny thing is why did he keep punching them? Why didn't he just like, all right, he's not. Let me run.
Like,
It was
I
on like
give
a
my-
roof or
my
something. He
best-
really couldn't go
Yeah, it was on a
nowhere.
roof.
Nah,
Yeah.
I give you my best one too, where you don't even like move. My ass is running.
Right.
Running. Like,
At
so-
that part.
it's like, oh shit. Like you don't even move. You just sitting there like no, there's no winning this fight right now. Yo.
Right.
There's no winning this fight.
Yeah, true. Oh man. And I forgot one more trope that it did set up too is virgins survived. So if you were the virgin, you survived in the Jason movie. So there's thousands of tropes, and a Scream took all of those and put them in why their movies were so good. All right, so look, we got numbers number two. Go ahead, Alex.
Just because y'all mentioned the
Run
mask,
that.
yo. So we don't go through the mask of Jason. It's got some
let's
corny
do that.
music. Because the first, second one, he didn't have a mask. He didn't get a mask.
He had
The
the
third
hockey
one.
mask.
Yeah,
Third one.
And then he
Okay.
had the cut from when she did the axe.
Mhm.
So it's like he kept getting bigger and bigger too.
Yo, don't it look like he getting bigger?
Yeah, now it's
So
some.
now
old-
he a Terminator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Jason's been all over the place, man.
He's international.
Yeah.
Intergalactical.
I know that's what not even you be like, yo, I got a passport. He was like, motherfucker, your passport ain't got motherfucking Mars on it. Like,
How did he get that space again?
It was something
He was
dumb.
like- I thought it was
I'm trying to
like, he was
remember
like
though.
in
I
a-
probably have to pull it up.
Yeah, it was.
It was something like they were transporting a body. Or it was something odd.
It was some. Crazy.
And then it wound up coming to life in space, and dead. The rest is history. I mean, it was.
Who would transport a body to space?
I don't know. It was something odd. I can't. It was only. Look, we know how horror movies are. They set shit up just for the killings, and that's what it was for.
I don't know.
I guess it was
It was like literally. Once they went to Manhattan, they needed to figure out what else we gonna do because he's in New York running around now. So they're like, "Oh fuck it, let's take him to space."
Because even that Manhattan one, I watched it. I remember that one vividly.
I watched it. It was not that good.
And at the end, I didn't like that because they had like the toxic waste. Like the sewer in New York, I guess, was toxic. And remember, he was holding on. He turned back like to the little kid again.
He turned back to like little kid.
And I was like, yo, what the hell is
Man,
this?
come
Like,
on.
this is too much, yo.
I know.
Then-
It wasn't that good.
I mean,
So
They did so much.
So I gotta give a shout out to Valerie real quick. I got some information.
What?
He went to space in the car with Ludacris and Tyrese show.
Yeah, right there, yo. Yo, they made space.
Good one,
And
yo.
the Fiera.
She be knowing. She be knowing.
That Fast and
Yo.
the Furious franchise sucks ass, yo.
Man, they're gonna be on Mars in the next movie.
Yeah, but you never know, yo. You never know.
So Jason and Jason X, he was frozen in 2008, unfrozen in 2055 by a group of students on a field trip to Earth 2.
There you go.
I told you, it was some
He
old
gets-
retarded.
Yeah, he gets around, yo.
Clearly.
Yeah, you know
And
what I
for
mean?
some reason, his body never decomposes, even when he's in the grave.
Guess what? Jason thawed out and begins killing the crew of the spaceship, the Grendel. There you go.
Yeah,
There it is, yo.
There it is. There it
He
is.
don't die. He just multiplying, yo. Shout out to Jason, yo. But I always
So,
did
yeah,
though.
he-
My bad. Before we leave, my bad. Just feeling like Jason. I always thought was cool was in that one joint where the shorty hit him with the axe and the joint, and then in the later movies they kept the little spice. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I thought that was cool. But
Yeah,
just a
no,
little.
no.
dance.
Jason's good, man. I think the thing that with Jason is they always found a way to bring him back, and once he came back, it was like it was a reboot, and he would just go on a killing spree again. It didn't matter. So loved it, man. I love Friday the 13th, man. All right. So let's go. We got the next two, the top two from the AI. So will you guess who's number two? Let's go ahead. Number two. Here we go. They put Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise as number two. So here we go. They said the Michael Myers is the embodiment of pure evil. Michael Myers is the original silent slasher. His relentless pursuit of his victims and iconic mask have made him a perennial figure in the horror films, and I absolutely agree with this. When you think of Halloween, you cannot help but think of Michael Myers. You cannot help but think of the queen of Scream, Jamie Lee Curtis, the movies, the Boogeyman. Everything about this is fantastic. Actually, Michael Myers is my number one for me, but I think he's just so iconic. But we'll go around the horn, man. There's nothing not bad I have to say about the Halloween franchise, except very similar. I don't know how it catches up with everybody, but still. Let's go around the horn, man. We'll start with Cola, and then we'll work our way down. Cola, man, what are your thoughts on Michael Myers being number 2 and making the list?
Yeah, I mean, like he's definitely top 5 for me. But like, really, what's the difference between him and Jason? You know, like now that I'm thinking about it,
everything's different.
Like what?
Because
you know, they're
family.
masks, they're both quiet, like they both have family issues. Like what is?
Yeah, I mean, but he's trying to kill his family, and Jason was just.
Jason just kills anybody in his way.
He's on a revenge tip for his mama.
Yeah, and Michael Myers.
They're different. They both got white faces, or white masks, Cola, but they're different. They're similar but different.
Yeah, and Michael Myers never changes his weapon. Michael Myers never changes that weapon. He's going to have that big knife in every film, while Jason's weapons get bigger as the film goes along. Like he'll start off with a knife, and by the end of the film, Jason got an axe, and then by the end of the film, he got a chainsaw. So it is somewhat of a difference. But I see what you're saying. Their stoicness, just them, being very tall, stoic, walking. Yeah, that's still the same. Yeah. But Michael Myers, he's my guy. He's my number 1 as far as that. But what about you, Phoenix?
Shout out to Eric. Eric said the Halloween franchise is terrible.
Damn.
I can't argue.
Well, you sound like you about to agree with it.
Look, terrible is in the eye of the beholder, yo. I think all the movies Michael Myers does his thing. I just think some of the plots is just horrible. But him as an iconic horror slasher, whatever, he's my GOAT, man. And guess what? Whoever made the Halloween movies is smart for naming it Halloween, because guess what you watch on Halloween, yo?
Yep, Halloween.
So always gonna get that residual, income to the movie. But no, I mean, like, his theme music is crazy. Everybody love it. Like between him and Jason, you hear them sounds, you identify with that character automatically. But yeah, I mean, and I like the Rob Zombie ones. Ryan, he said, he likes the Rob Zombie ones.
I like the Rob Zombie ones. I think they're good. I didn't hate them. Yeah, the first one is really good. The second one, it got kind of, I don't know, it just got weird. But I like Rob Zombie's take on it, and I like these new ones they did, but they fucked it up with the third one. That's when they fucked that up. The first 2 were good. That third one was shit.
Yeah, I didn't like one of. There was one of the older ones when he was like getting possessed. They did like a seance or some bullshit. I was they were jumping the shark. I just need him to do what he do. I need him to go chase people down, go back to Haddonfield, Illinois, and go terrorize some kids on Halloween, and then kill some people. Then the town get together and kill him, and then he don't die for real. And then he come back again. But send him to the electric chair, yo. Like I told, send Hannibal Lecter there. Send him to the electric chair. They didn't do it, yo. So guess what? They must want him to kill more people, yo.
Yeah. Population control.
Shout out to Val, LL Cool J. We're talking about the tropes.
Yeah.
When the Halloween drugs.
Early.
I think Halloween, was this the first one he took his hat off?
Yeah, he was
a security guard, and he survived. Yo, so shout out LL, yo, because I was like, oh, LL is definitely dying.
You know why he survived?
Why is that?
Because he was a virgin, yo.
Not because it's going to hell in the movie. Could have been, yo. You're right, yo. You're right.
So you're on the O?
No, I'm with you. To me, I mean, Michael Myers is definitely top tier. Like anybody's putting him number 1, I'm not going to argue. You know what I mean? So I mean, he's definitely top tier. I think the first two movies were like beyond great to me. Like the first one, he gets out, boom, 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 and we're so ill. Is the second one? It's like it just picks up right when the first one ends. Like, you know what I mean? It's like boom, like the shit. The night never stopped. It's like wow, like, you know. To me, I thought that was so ill when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, this is like the same night, the same like everything. So
I never seen that before until then.
Yeah, that was like the first time I saw something like that. You know. So I mean, Michael Myers is fire. I mean, of course. I mean, with every franchise, you don't have hits and misses. Like they had that one. What's it? Busta Rhymes and one of the shit show? Nah, maybe not.
I think that was H2O.
H2O, yeah, he wasn't that one. Yeah, like he had hits and misses. I mean, they stretched it out, yo. They had to make that money, so I'm not too mad at them. But the hits are hits, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right,
yeah.
The hits are hits.
Got some duds in there, but the ones that are hits are good hits. Yeah, and they're not bad because of Michael. They're bad because the plot is just dumb.
Yeah,
he gonna do his thing, yo. He gonna kill
Michael's
people.
doing Michael. It's the other shit that's bad, and it's funny because Halloween is probably one of the these movies in general. I mean, you're kind of going to see Mike kill people.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason one. Oh, when I say I like killers, I'm a bad person. Corey said, I'm just going to see him kill. No. I mean, but everybody is, so not just you.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
everybody. I mean, that's why. That's why you're going. You're going to see.
But even like how he killed people, like he don't discriminate, yo. 880, cripple or crazy. You can catch this body.
Oh, yeah, he kill everybody.
You know
everybody.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But no, Cola asked what's the difference between Michael Myers and Jason.
Being a McDonald's people. See, they're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
Difference.
They got the golden arches.
We got the golden arches.
So which one is supposed to be McDonald's and which one is supposed to be McDowell's?
Up for interpretation, yo. Like Ollie might like Jason as McDonald's. I might be like Michael Myers as McDonald's. Yo.
Right.
My buns have no seats.
No seats. That's no seeds. That's the difference right there.
See, they have no seeds. Patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, but my buns have no seeds.
And that's the difference, Cola. You're gonna
Thank
learn.
you for schooling me. I appreciate that.
Oh man, yeah. That was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Coming to America classic movie, yo.
Yeah, no.
Classic movie.
Love that movie.
Yeah, because he said his difference was not the Big Mac. They called the Big Mick.
Big Mick. Mm-hmm. Not to go in the arches. To go in the
arcs. Oh man, just too good.
Yeah,
all right, so we're gonna go the final one here on the list. Look, let's just go ahead and get to it. AI has ranked this guy as the number one guy for horror characters of all time. Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did you say horror?
Horror.
Corey, join the dark side with me. Yeah, Corey.
My bad.
Horror movies and Nightmare. Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. We're starting a new ASMR channel. That's how many know.
So they said that the reason why is Freddy is one of the most imaginative and unique horror villains of all time, able to haunt his victims in their dreams. His witty one-liners, gruesome kills, and ability to tap into their primal fear of nightmares makes him one of the most enduring horror characters of all time. I will admit, I think it can be interchangeable. Freddy was the shit in the 80s. I mean, these Nightmare on Elm Streets was big, huge. It was really huge, and it was something that had never really been done before. Made me scared to go to sleep at night. Seriously, I was afraid to go to sleep at night because I thought it was going to be over. I mean, Freddy coming through with the claws, them singing that song 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. It was pretty scary, man. So it can be interchangeable. I'm not mad that you put it at number one, But like I said, Mike Myers is my man. But I'm not mad he put this at number 1. What are you guys' thoughts? Ali, would you want me to go to Phenom first?
Yes, sir.
All right, Phoenix, your thoughts on Freddy Krueger?
You should go to Ollie, yo.
All right, Cola.
I'm passing the mic to. No, let me stop.
All right. You can talk. I'll talk. Yo. You good, Cola? I can.
No.
Fuck that. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying.
You already started with the fuck that. You might as well keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep going because it sounds like Phenom's about to do a little bit of hate, and I don't understand where this hate is coming from. Right now, like Freddy is a motherfucking classic, yo. He's definitely the. I mean, like I said, him, Jason, and Michael Myers. Like once you see him, you already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Freddy. Now I already know what Phenom's probably gonna come in. Like Freddy is too silly, this and that. But the first movies weren't like that, and it got silly along the way. But you can say that about all, about Michael Myers, like you
said about Chucky.
You said that about Chucky. You said about Jason, like because once it starts stressing these franchises out, it's all about the money. It's not even about like the movie anymore. But like Freddy is classic, and it was a good what's the word I'm looking for? Idea as far as a movie, like killing
absolutely,
like that was something new, never heard of. You know what I mean? So the idea around the movie, the concept, I should say, the concept, him, and even his backstory was fire.
And his backstory was very, it was crazy.
They thought he was touching the kids. He won't. Boom, boom. He was like, "Fuck that! I'm coming back to kill all y'all motherfuckers." You know what I mean? So I think Freddy is a great character.
Yeah, and he didn't come back to kill the parents. He came back to haunt the parents' kids, which made it even more frightening because the parents wouldn't believe anything the kids were saying until the kids end up dead in the ceiling or in the bed. It was a hell of a concept.
And the hand, like really, just the hand alone makes him top 5. Like nothing else. Not even the burnt face hat and sweater. Just the joint, the glove alone is one of the greatest killing weapons ever.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you call it. I don't even know what to call it, yo. That's like one of the greatest like utensils, yo. Edward Scissorhands. Ain't got shit on him, yo. I don't know.
Juicy says it's like a combination between Deadpool and Wolverine.
There you go. Exactly. There you go, yo.
Yo, I can see that.
With the Where's Waldo shirt.
Yeah, his look was super iconic, yo. I mean, ain't really no hate.
Bastard child, yo. That's a bastard child right there, yo.
Like Freddy, he mean like 1, 2, 3, all interchangeable, depending on the day you watch it. But like his backstory's fire. Like the first ones are good. I'm more the hate comes to the movie studios for all these movies, yo, because they greenlit some of this bullshit, yo.
Yeah.
Like they really had some like Freddy, like iconic. The look, Robert Englund, the dude that plays Freddy, looks like that in real life, yo. Like he barely got makeup on, yo. If you go look at him right now, he looks like that.
No, we ain't do that to him, yo. He said barely makeup,
bro. Google Robert Englund.
This ain't look like that.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, all these movies is all the top 3 are interchangeable, like all icons. But yeah, no, Freddy has some dudes shook, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
Like his origin story, like it's a sad one, yo. Like that's why I don't feel bad when he start killing everybody, yo.
They killed him in the boiler room and all that, and burnt them up. I mean, it was a crazy story, and it's one hell of a thing because even the way he killed the kids in the dream, like some of the ones in the first 2 films, is pretty scary.
Yeah,
it was pretty scary.
Crazy.
Yeah, even so good that DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince had to do a song about it.
I remember that.
Knocking on my street.
Check the reaction on our channel.
On the channel. You're right.
Yeah. Which was a great song. Great song.
It is. It definitely is a great song.
So look,
but
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, damn, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. Boiler Room, Freddy,
Nightmare on My Street. That's what we talked about. DJ Jazzy Jeff from the channel.
Yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. I was about to say something, man. But shout out to Freddy, man. Freddy, I mean, I enjoy Freddy, and he has a little icon. He has not a little icon. He has an iconic joint too, yo. So
Yeah,
we
he
all
has the
got
song.
we all got to sing along, yo. Y'all ready to sing along?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do y'all know Cola? Do you know the song?
I do not know the song.
Phenom, do you know the song?
I heard the song, but I don't know
One,
the
two,
words.
Corey. It's me
I
and you,
know the
Corey.
song.
Do you?
Just me
and you,
I know the
Corey. You
song.
ready?
Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about
man.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Fresh Prince joint. I was like, I definitely don't know the words.
Oh no, I ain't doing. I didn't put that one on you. We don't sing along. Ready? 1, 2,
Yeah, man.
3.
Freddy's coming for you. Oh, better lock your door. 5, 6, 8, 7,
Never sleep again.
Oh shit! I thought he said "come again." Oh shit! I fucked that up.
Oh, what the hell movies you watching?
I thought he said
You
Ryan
watching
Tannehill come again.
You watching more horror movies?
Yeah, Freddy
I'm watching
Takes
some horror
Elm
movies.
Street.
What the hell?
Freddy, what do you call him? Cola? Freddy Takes Elm Street.
Yeah.
he said never comes again. Yo, that is a real horror movie. I will say that's that's just scary. What the hell? What are you talking about?
I know I messed that one up, man. I messed that one up.
Yeah, for me, I
good
gotta
one.
say, like, I feel like Freddie, is like actually like one of my faves or whatever. Like, I don't know, he's always kind of been, and I guess because of some of it was just so completely different from all the other horror genres or whatever, like it creeps you out from the very beginning when the kids go to the town and all the parents are like, oh my God, you're a kid, I love you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the hell is going on here, and how the house looks so welcoming, that it entraps these kids in it, and then next thing you know, like they can't get out, and like it's a whole thing, like I actually
It's
really
creepy.
did. Yeah, it's very creepy, but I really did enjoy like those movies. And I honestly really don't do horror like that, but with like the top ones, I will watch, but especially Freddy.
That's what's up.
It was good. I tried to watch the original with my son, yo. But yo, there's a lot of fucking in that movie, Paul.
I watched the original one about 5 months ago.
I was like, yo,
Johnny
I had
Depp
to
is
stop.
in it.
I had to stop. I was like, yo, we can't watch this movie. Yo, like, just going. I didn't even do all this. Like, it was like a lot. I was like, yo, all right, we just have to watch this when you get a couple more years older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horror movie. That's a part of the formula. You have to have sex. You know what I'm saying? You can't be separated. Like those are the parameters.
And I think what was the Dream Warriors? I think I like that one too. When the people
that was
like
the third one.
Yeah, they was fighting in the dreams.
Yeah, because I like that too. They was like, oh shit, we dreaming. What? Since I'm dreaming, I could be a superhero type of shit. You know what I mean?
I can be whatever I want to be.
Fight them off. I mean, it won't help it too much, but I did like that concept. It was like, yo, you know what? I'm dreaming. Let me motherfucking
fight back.
Yeah, fight back. You know what I mean? But
I like that one too. That's one of mine.
They had Freddy on the ropes a little bit.
The best ones.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, they definitely had on the.
All right. So look, we've gone through the top 10, but we're going to hit some honorable mentions. There's at least 3 honorable mentions that did not make the list. Now we're going to go through, and you guys let us know if they should have made the list, and of course, you guys right here let us know if they should have made the list. So, the first one that did not make the list, and we're going to go ahead and put them up here, is Candyman. Came an honorable mention from the AI of making this horror list. So me personally, I think Candyman should have been on the list. I would kind of flip this one out with the Xenomorph or Pinhead. Me personally, I would have flipped this one out with that. I think Candyman is a fantastic character, especially when you get more of the lore and the backstory. They say right here, at least from what they're saying here on the AI system, they say Candyman stands out as a horror figure who combines his supernatural terror with a social commentary on race and urban legends. His hook hand and tragic backstory and the ability to appear when people say his name 3 times makes him one of the most haunting and original villains in horror. And let's not forget the chilling voice and those damn bees every time he comes around. Candyman definitely should have made the list for me. What about you, Cola and Phenom? Cola, you first.
I agree. Like the voice alone was enough to kind of like, get me, because like his voice was definitely iconic. I really did enjoy like this film, and I do feel like it should have been on one of the top 10.
Yeah, I agree. Ollie.
Easy.
Well, I'm sorry, Ollie just came back. Venus.
Easy, man. Candyman should be in the top 10. He had people shook in the 90s, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like from the look, the hook, the backstory, the bees.
Oh yeah.
And guess what? Ain't nobody say Candyman 3 times in the mirror.
Absolutely not.
Nobody did.
Absolutely not. Look, I got a mirror right here, and I'm like making sure I didn't say it more than twice.
I was to say, you put some words in between. Hey, I ain't gonna be mad if you got a mirror by you. Just be like Candyman. Candyman.
Hey, bro, let's not chance it in case it hears you.
Yeah, for real. we want to be here next week to do it.
Exactly.
So, Ali, you think this should have been in the top 10?
He would have been in my top 10. Like Candyman was definitely like iconic, especially at the time when it was growing up. I was like, we didn't see black villains. I mean, I don't even know, not even villain, horror people like that. You know what I mean? So it's like a different thing. And I was gonna say earlier, actually, Clive Barker, who wrote Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he wrote the Candyman franchise. Like he didn't direct it. He directed all the Leatherface joints. He wrote and directed, but Candyman, he actually wrote the stories for Candyman.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah.
It's a hell of a backstory, man. Yeah, it's tragic, but And did you guys see the new one that came out?
No.
Yeah, the new one's good too.
The new one's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The new one's pretty good. The new one adds another element to the Candyman that we know from back then, and it gives you more. It lets you know that Candyman is not just this guy. Candyman is like a I don't even want to say it, but almost like a spirit or entity that brings certain people back to life when something tragic has happened to them. And they come back as Candyman. And in this new Candyman series, especially the end credit scene, which is really creepy but fantastic because it's done in puppets, they show these 5 different, and there's plenty of them, but they show these 5 different tragic stories that have happened and how they all came back as Candyman. It's pretty creepy, but pretty good at the same time. So if you haven't checked it out, you should check it out.
Yeah, Rough Lazy, he corrected me. My bad. Ooh. Candyman, I'm sorry, Clive Barker, he didn't write Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he just directed it, but he did write Candyman.
That's just still.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's fantastic. Phoenix, have you talked about Candyman yet? I don't know if we got your opinion on Candyman. I think we did. All right. Yeah, I want to make sure we got you. So the next one that became an honorable mention that the AI system did not put in the top 10, and we'll get you guys' opinion on that if you think it should have been. Here we go. Samara Morgan from The Ring. I didn't know what her name was. I just knew her as the chick in the video coming out of the TV. That's all I knew. But they say right here, Samara's curse throughout this infamous videotape brought a new kind of supernatural horror to the early 2000s. Her ghostly presence and chilling movements and ability to climb out of television and do this creepy walk became a visual horror and iconic. I agree. I think The Ring was scary as hell. And to know that anybody that looked at this video was automatically doomed to death in 7 days, there was nothing you could do about it. You were doomed to death. And I like Ring 2 because Ring 2 explored why that is the case, why she comes out of the well, why all this is. And I don't know if you guys know, but in The Ring 2, what happened was her mother killed her, threw her in the well, and she survived. But it took her 7 days before she died. So that's that whole situation of why it's a 7-day thing. I think this is fantastic. I would even put this one on the list. Maybe at number 11. It's debatable. I would probably make it up.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. This is why it's a debate. What's your thoughts on it, O?
my thoughts are you didn't know her name and you couldn't say her name. She's not on the list.
Hey, there you go. Hey.
I mean, it's a good movie. No, The Ring is a good movie. I agree with everything you said about the movie. Like, the movie's good. Like, I agree with everything you said as far as that goes. But as far as like top 10 like horror villain, like horror characters, you didn't know her name. You couldn't say her name. She's not on the list.
True.
But I mean, like, how often did
That's
they
all I
say
get.
her? How often did they say her name in the movie though? Like, I don't
They
remember
never
them
said her
saying
name
it
in the
at
movie.
all.
Never,
You know?
because
They never said her name in the movie.
Like, she's
Right.
important, but she isn't important. She's the tape. It's the tape, because the tape wasn't just her though. The tape had other creepy shit on it.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So-
that was the one that stood out though. You know,
Yeah.
especially since that's what's coming out to get you. You know.
Yeah,
got
the tape.
Yeah.
The tape. Once you realize it has all the creepy things involving her life,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but she was always the last one thing coming out of the tape. She was the first thing you saw and the last thing you saw. It was creepy. But anyway, you're right. I didn't know her name, so maybe she shouldn't be in the top 10. Phoenix, what are your thoughts? Should she be in the top 10 on this list at all? What you think?
I mean, she could be in the top 10 if they just went by the Ring girl. If you said if she didn't give her a name, you know what I'm saying? I would put her in the top 10 because this shit was scary as hell, yo. Like this was legit. I don't get scared when I watch movies or get frightened. I'm like, nah, this some creepy shit, yo. My kids can't watch this ever, yo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I mean both.
She was crawling out the TV like that.
Mhm.
Man,
That
come
right
on.
there. Yeah. Yeah, Julesy, the hair in the shower scene, drain.
Oh God,
Iconic.
yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, she wouldn't be in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a nice horror character, but I
Not
can't see
worthy
her
to be in the
cracking this
top
top 10. Nah.
Okay, I agree with that. I can go with that. Cola.
I think she's good as an honorable mention. You know,
Yeah.
maybe not like top 10 or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was a creepy, movie, especially since like around that time, like the chainmail thing was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't
Mm.
if you
Like
don't
that curse,
resend this
man.
to 10 people, then
Yeah.
like you'll never have any money or you'll die or whatever. So this was
Yeah.
that kind of personified. And I was like, wait, there are a lot of chainmails that I did not forward. So that's why my life is like hell right now. 'Cause that's why I'm broke, because I was supposed to send those
You ain't
things
send
out.
it to 10 of your loved ones, though.
Yeah. 10 of them, always 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got. Go, oh,
I
sorry.
do
Go
want to
ahead.
say something. Just
Yeah.
random thought, because when we started talking about the Ring, I started thinking about something because I just
Yeah.
thinking random thoughts. American Horror Story. They had a series called American Horror Stories, where they had one-offs, like one-off episodes. I don't know if Corey, if you saw it, you see it, you know what I'm talking about.
I watch American Horror Story all the time.
But
Yeah,
not,
I didn't see
not
that.
the regular series. They had a spinoff called American Horror Stories, and every episode is its own thing.
Okay, I don't think I've
So
seen
Like an
that.
anthology.
but it's not I guess anthology, Black Mirror type shit. One of the episodes is called Drive-In, when Phenom said, "Yo," with the tape getting passed around. Made me think of this because it was the episode is about a dude made a movie that was crazy, like crazy scary, but it drove people crazy, and everybody started murdering each other. And it was like a myth, whatever. But they only showed it like one time. It was a big massacre, so the movie got banned. But they had somebody found like an original thing, and they were re-showing it at this drive-in, and of course, two high school virgins who about to try to have sex that night. Like literally, that's just the joint. It's like a trope.
Oh wow!
Boom! They go to the movie theater that night. They play the movie. Everybody starts murdering each other. Boom, boom, boom. But the crazy thing is, like, they like kind of cover up the story because they didn't want the murder story to get out. It goes under wraps, and it gets sold to like a Netflix, a streaming service, and that's how it ends. Because the movie was the kids is trying to end up destroying the film, but somehow like some shit got a copy got out, and like after they die, whatever, it's like boom, boom, boom. Oh, this shit's we just sold it to Netflix. It's about to go on air tomorrow, and that's how it ends. But I thought that was a good, cool ending, though. You know what I mean? It's like because everybody's about to get the murdering, like you know what I mean? It was like the Black Mirror effect. But my bad, random. But if you get a chance to watch it, even though I just spoiled it for you, it's still a good episode.
Sometimes, look. I will say this though. I know I said earlier I don't really get scared when I watch stuff, but I do read ahead a lot. I don't ever watch stuff in real time anymore, so I like to kind of brace myself for the suspense and the horror. So yeah, I don't mind being spoiled or stuff like that.
Yeah, but I will say American Horror Stories, not stories.
Stories. I love American Horror Story too, man.
You're not gonna love this series. A lot of these episodes was whack, but that episode was good.
Okay,
I will say that. And I like American Horror Story too, except for last season. But that shit was whack. But Kim Kardashian.
So one last honorable mention that it had here on the list, and we'll go to comments, see what other people have. But one last honorable mention, and of course it's the previous one. It got Jigsaw. This was another honorable mention it had that did not make the top 10, and it says Jigsaw from the movie Saw. So Jigsaw is one of the most complex and morally ambiguous horror villains. He doesn't kill his victims directly, but he does force them to confront their own sins through brutal and often grotesque traps. And his rationale gives people a choice to appreciate life. This is kind of crazy because it's the psychological depth to his terrifying games and his meticulous planning and twisted sense of justice sets him apart from more of those traditional slasher villains. Hey, so let's go around the horn. What do y'all think about Jigsaw? Do you think it should have been in the top 10 or at least maybe close? It had him as an honorable mention. Do you think it should be still stuck as an honorable mention? Cola, what about you?
I actually would have put him top 10 personally. You know, like I felt like even though he's not the one who's doing the killing, like the whole structure of it was just like genius. Like, I'm gonna find ways for you to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole new level to me, you know.
Yeah, and once he came in on that tricycle,
it was over.
It was a wrap. You knew you was in trouble.
Right.
Phoenix, what about you?
Oh, he top 5, bro. Like, I stopped watching Saw after Saw 3, and that's a super stretch because I hate Saw. It's so good. I can't watch the goriness. Like, though the first one, I watched it, I was intrigued, but then when dude was cutting his foot off to get out, I was done. They were showing him cut it up, and then you see like Jigsaw get up and walk out. He was in the room the whole time.
He was yes.
But I think
that was fantastic.
That was great.
Number 2 kind of threw me off because that was the one they was like in the warehouse, so they was putting all the people together. They had to figure out why they were there, but I think all of them did something stupid. One of them was like a drug addict, and I remember one part where one of the dudes picked up the girls and threw into a vat of drug needles. And all the drug needles was stuck, bro.
Yeah,
I'm so done with Saw. I can't watch another Saw movie ever. Like,
it's pretty grotesque. I'm not gonna lie.
That bad. It's that good, but that bad at the same time, you know.
Exactly. And going into these haunted houses, like they have those, you know, Saw haunted houses or whatever, and like even the smells that they have in there is like it's disgusting.
Like, one thing about this, like, you know, Cola said he doesn't kill you, but you know, he maims you, yo. Like, you're not gonna leave there whole.
No.
At all.
But what Saw did, you know, this is why I'll put Saw in top 10 because I mean your boy was meticulous and conniving and mastermind, but Saw actually kind of introduced, I didn't just say introduced, but definitely brought back. It might introduce the genre horror, like the gore, like that was because after Saw you got like Hostels. I don't know if you've seen Hostels, like all that stuff. Like all those, like one, I seen 1, 2, and 3, but all those type of like it turned into not so much even scary shit. It was just like what
blood
can we
and
do
guts
to
and gore.
Gross you out. Like, what's the worst way we can kill you? It turned into a Method Man and who is Method Man talks to? Fucking.
They play torture.
So your asshole tight and just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding
torture.
you. Like it turned into like torture horror movie. You know what I mean? It created like its own genre. So
no, you're right, because you got the Human Centipede. Like they took it to the next gory level, like putting somebody's head in somebody like a human centipede, like sawing people's heads and each other asses. Oh dog. It took. I mean, I think
Human Centipede.
Oh, no.
You never heard of
What?
that? The Human Centipede?
I've seen of this, but I ain't
No, it's a movie. Isn't it a movie? Yeah, it's
It's
a
a
movie.
horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling me because I don't want to see it now.
No,
What the hell? Like, I was like,
Okay,
what are you
explain to me the Human Centipede. Matter of fact, don't if it's really that bad. But
No, it's what I just said, yo.
yeah, wow.
Your head is somebody ass, and somebody head in your ass. Like, dog, it's the worst gore
You
movies you
said they
can
got
watch. Yo.
Oh
sewed
god,
together. What the heck?
Yes, it's
damn.
that to me. That's not even like somebody said.
Not even
like,
the worst of
Eric
it.
said it's called gore porn. Yo, people really
Yeah.
watch this stuff.
But that, I will say that's what Saw brought about. It brought about gore porn, like some for the good, some for the bad. Like this Human Centipede. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
But,
I thought,
Mostly
I
bad.
thought of all people, Ollie would have probably stumbled across it, yo. But yeah,
nah, I'm glad I didn't see that. And I appreciate you for giving me the warning because I don't want to see it.
Eric, you said Reese Witherspoon. Really? I wouldn't have known that.
hold up, Eric. I'm
What-
about to.
It depends on
Yeah,
who
we
gets
have to
sewn.
fact check that.
It depends on who gets sewn to Reese Witherspoon's ass. I might watch it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. I said that out loud. I was thinking in my head. I was like, Reese Witherspoon.
Thinking out loud, those intrusive thoughts.
Quick thing. Rough Lazy said, "What about Leprechaun?" Because he was wanting to know was Leprechaun on this list. So Leprechaun was not on this list, and I don't think it should be on the top 10. He cracked too many jokes for me right from the beginning.
I
Honestly.
could never ever take him serious, yo. Leprechaun was
No.
crazy. He was crazy. And I used to be like, yo, won't somebody kick his ass too? Like boo him just like
like Chucky.
like
Kick
Chucky,
him
yo.
like they did Chucky. Oh,
No,
this was a good show. Go ahead, Cole.
No, I was gonna say like it reminds me of what's that the one with I just lost it. Snoop Dogg. What was that?
Slim.
Something in the Hood or Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood. That's what that
Tales from the
reminds me of
Hood?
for some reason.
Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg was
Tales
in
from the
that?
Hood. I thought it was Snoop Dogg. Like he was one of
Nah,
the
he
puppets.
With the Niglets.
Yes.
There was the slave children that came out and killed the white dude. Yeah, they came out to painting or something like that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
Snoop
Oh,
Dogg had,
Tales
like,
from the Crypt. Remember that? Tales from the Crypt back in the day?
Crypt Keeper.
With the Crypt
Yeah.
Keeper.
Yes.
Man.
Those freaking like stories, like nighttime
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I keep watching this knowing that I can't go to bed? You know?
Yeah. It was like the Twilight Zone of like the early 90s, or
Yeah.
the late 80s, early 90s. It was, Tales from the
Yeah.
Crypt was the shit.
And that's what it was. Weezy said they had Tales from the Crypt, and then the black version. Well, I just say black, whatever. It was Tales in the Hood, like they did.
Yeah.
And they had that one dude. That one dude always. Oh, I'm sorry. That one dude always freaks me out. Yo, I can't think of his name.
Clarence.
Yeah,
that
Clarence.
black guy.
Yeah, he freaks me out.
Creepy.
Link from the Mod Squad.
Yeah, he just freaks me out every time I see him on screen. For some reason with that hair, he always had that like hair that's kind of puffed out. I didn't even call it afro because he really didn't have it all. It was kind of like a spaceship. Like I don't know. Look,
Yeah, I know
Star
what you're
Trek
talking about.
Enterprise.
That was his
Yeah.
look. Mhm.
That was his look. He always freaked me out when I saw him on screen.
Debbie says, "What about Annabelle? Have you guys?" Annabelle
Annabelle's a good
scared
one.
me, but I don't like dolls. So this is probably coming off the Chucky. What about Annabelle? What do you think about Annabelle?
Those are scary. Those are
Yeah,
good
those.
ones.
Yeah, those are good. Annabelle's good. Actually, that's
Wasn't
good.
that like based off a true story?
Yep. all
You know,
of them.
kind of like The Exorcist.
Yeah,
You know?
It follows that
Yeah.
the husband and wife team. Like, yeah, that's
The husband and wife.
Yeah, they it is based off a true story.
Yeah.
Those are some good movies,
Yeah,
man.
they are.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they've had a couple of spin-offs from them, which of course is Annabelle,
Yeah.
which is one of them, and The Nun, which
The Nun.
is not good. The Nun is a scary character, but the movies suck. The movies
Yeah.
are not good. I've watched the movies; they're not good. But yeah, I like the what is it called?
Yeah, that's
The,
what Annabelle. It's spin off. Shout out Debbie, Conjuring. That's what
Conjuring.
it was. Conjuring.
There you go,
Yeah,
Conjuring,
Conjuring
yes.
was first. Then Annabelle was like the doll because they had
Yeah.
that room where they after they did the
Yes.
shit, they had them down in the room. Everybody had all them fucking trinkets or
Mhm.
whatever the fuck you want to
Yes.
call all the possessed shit. Yeah.
yeah, and that doll was in there. And so yeah, Annabelle was yeah, this is some good. So I could put Annabelle on the horror list. I don't know if I can put it in top 10, but I definitely, if I had to look at horror genres, these Conjurings are they are up there.
that franchise plus the spinoffs is
Yes.
actually that's the top tier. Like, you know, like, I'm with you, Corey, on that. Like between the Conjurings 1, 2, and whatever, and then all the spinoffs they had off of it, it's definitely did good.
Yeah. Have any of you guys seen Happy Death Day? Andy H said, "Have any of you guys seen Happy Death Day?" I have not.
Yeah,
seen
that's
that.
to me. That's not really a scary one. It's more like a
that's the
a horror comedy.
That's the Groundhog Day one, right?
Yeah.
I like that movie though.
I did like it. I did like it, but I didn't really see it as a horror. To be
that's
honest
not
with
really
you.
horror.
It was more like a thriller.
Yeah,
you know, maybe suspense or something, but it wasn't
almost
scary.
like I don't say sillier. That's probably, but a less serious Scream. It was like Scream to me, but less serious, more comedy focused. But yeah, I did enjoy Happy Death Day though.
Oh no, I really did like it.
Yeah, it was good.
Even the second one wasn't that bad either.
Yep.
Oh, they had 2 of them.
They had 2.
It's like Groundhog Day, Corey. Like this girl, she just keeps getting killed over and over and over.
And she has to figure out who killed her.
Who tries to figure out who kills her.
Yeah. And every time it's like something different that will go on, you know.
Because she tries to, you know, be like, oh, well, this happened. Let me not do this. You know what I mean? But it don't matter, yo. He catch up with her ass anyway.
Concept.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And the second one is basically like the next day.
Oh,
you know, and then she's in this loop all over again.
Really?
Fucking loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I've got to check that out because I'm a big fan of Groundhog Day. So and a couple of other movies that are like loops, like the one with Tom Cruise and the girl. Oh God,
something tomorrow.
Yeah, The Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
When
they find the aliens.
Tom Cruise. I was thinking Tom Hanks for some reason. Tom Cruise,
when they're in that loop over and over. So I love movies like that. So if Happy Death Day, I gotta check Happy Death Day out. Okay, thank you.
That's a good one.
Let me see what other people are saying before we end the show.
Have you seen the Evil Dead franchise?
I have not, but I heard a lot about it.
Look, my favorite one out of
he's
Army
not the villain.
No, he's not. He's good.
Yeah, he's the good guy, but
yeah, Army of Darkness, because he had his arm cut off. He had the chainsaw for the arm. You never seen that, Corey?
I have not seen Evil Dead.
Oh, man. Hilarious.
No, I know of it. I've seen clips, but I've never
TV
watched
show
it.
for him.
Yeah, this dude from Bird Notice. That's it's sad. I know from Bird Notice, but that's a good movie, yo.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Anything else before we end this show? This has been a good show, man, going down the horror. I mean, look, it's the holiday season, so that's why we figured we do the horror things. And look, this is the list from AI. So this has been really great. Anything else?
Let's wrap it up.
No. Only other thing is, did you guys consider Sixth Sense a scary movie?
No, it was suspense to me. It was suspense to me.
So this might be another topic for us to do, like movies with these endings, yo, because this ending threw everybody for a loop. This is probably one of the best produced endings. Like,
definitely one of the best endings.
It's the only reason he keeps making movies, and everybody he got another one.
Night Shyamalan.
God, actually, I heard an interview with M. Night Shyamalan. He said he had to start financing his own movies.
Yeah, because
it's just trash.
Have you seen the latest joint? The latest one had a decent concept, but then he just decided to make it about his daughters. Like he's like, we just don't have my daughter sing every 5 seconds. I was like, yo, this is crazy. The joint where the killer's at the
movie at the concert.
At the concert. I don't know if y'all seen it. I saw it.
Josh Hartnett played the serial killer. Yeah,
it's a good concept, but it got dumb at the end because basically his daughter is in the movie. Like, I'll just give you the concept. I mean, you know this from the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. It's a serial killer. And the FBI kind of figured out who he was. They didn't know who he was, but they had an idea who he was. And he's taking his daughter to this concert of a pop star. And basically, everybody's there. The FBI, they stage the concert, so he'll take his daughter there, and they're trying to catch him. And he's trying to get out the stadium, whatever, with his daughter. But M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, who's trying to be a real singer, is the pop star in the movie. So every
Oh.
5 minutes, she's on
Nepotism.
stage performing. Okay.
Oh.
And it ain't like 10 seconds a song. It's like motherfucking
Like her whole album.
minutes. Yeah, I'm like, yo,
Oh,
you really
man.
just trying to put your daughter on, yo. Like,
It's the longest music video ever.
yeah.
Damn.
And the concept
So
ain't
it takes you
bad.
out of the film.
Yeah, and honestly, the music is, and honestly, some of the songs, I was kind of jamming some of the songs, but it's just too much. And then I don't want to go further, I'll spoil it. But basically, his daughter was just in it way too much. Like, yo, this ain't her movie, bro. Like, but it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He owed her. He missed too many Christmases.
Right.
I mean, look,
On him and his wife, they getting a divorce. He wanted to be the favorite parent. Something happened. And he was like, yo, I got you, girl. Like, you know.
Right.
the moral of the story is M. Night Shyamalan has not had a hit since The Sixth Sense. I mean, he's been throwing out duds. Now, I will give him Split and Glass. I think those were good because that was the trilogy to Breakable.
Old was pretty good. I like Old.
I did like Old.
I did
I
like
didn't
Old.
see that.
I
Like
Old.
the concept didn't make any sense to me.
It
Like you're on the beach.
is a
and then
dumb
you just,
concept.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
it's a dumb
I hated
concept.
at the end when
But
they
on
found
the
out
beach,
what it was.
that whole thing on the beach was cool, but the ending wasn't that good.
Once they found out what it was like, yo, this is corn. This is dumb.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was. You know,
It's definitely hit and miss.
he definitely be fucking up
God
sometimes.
damn, he got some garbage shit. He was
Yeah, he got a lot of garbage stuff. What do you guys think about this? John Carpenter's The Thing, top 3 best of all time, one of the horror movies. Look, I've seen John Carpenter's The Thing. Kurt Russell is in it. This is a fantastic film. If you have not seen John Carpenter's The Thing, you go check it out. It's good. It's good. It's really
no,
good.
The Thing is a good like monster.
Yeah,
but this kind of goes back to why haven't they made a good a good Frankenstein movie, a good Dracula movie? Like they don't go back and get the OGs of the horror and have a good one. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see a good Dracula movie.
They've made 1,000 Dracula movies every
They're not good.
But they're not good.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it all depends on what you're looking for. You know, random show I do like is Vampire Show, Interview with the Vampire on AMC. It's good, you know.
It's good, but it's not scary. It's really good.
Yeah, it's got to do from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Grey, whatever.
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm. He's in it. I enjoy it.
I like the story. It was just too much sex for me. I was like, we didn't need this.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Yeah,
like we didn't need this at all.
Yeah. Well, look, I think. Go ahead. Is anybody going to say anything?
No, I mean, like, I just like, I really want, like, I ain't gonna lie, yo, like, one of my favorite movies. I wish they'd make it into like a more of a horror type. I want to see like Monster Squad. Like, I love Monster Squad from the 80s.
Yeah,
I wish they remake that, but I want it a little more scary, not as campy as it used to be. It was a good 80s movie, but you know, I just want a good one with the OGs of horror, and we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to What We Do in the Shadows, yo. Hilarious. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, yo.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's good.
But I feel like now, like the horror is psychological thrillers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that seems to be the horror right now. Like, you know, serial killers and psychopaths and things like that.
Yeah, that's what's more it. That's what it is more nowadays. It's no real just
no monsters.
Yeah, I think the horror genre is definitely taking its changes throughout the years. In the early 60s and 70s, it was the iconic 5: Frankenstein, Dracula, The Mummy, the Wolfman. You know, those were like, and the Creature from the Blue Lagoon. Those are like the classic 5, and it just slowly went on from that to the ones that we talked about today, which really was the slasher film genre. Then we got to this grotesque type horror, which is Saw, and now we're getting into something that's more, you know, psychological serial killer type horror movie. So
yeah,
maybe
it's like
we'll
when
get
you
back to
realize
slasher
the monster is the person who lives next door.
Yeah.
Yes.
or in the next bedroom or right next to you. You know.
Yeah. There you go. That's really what it is. The monsters next door, or the So
and I do want to give a shout out to Blumhouse. I don't know.
You do.
because
They're the
they
ones
really
keeping the horror
keep
genre
keeping it
alive.
alive. Yeah, they the only
Yes.
ones pumping out like consistent. May not be top tier every time, but they're consistent good movies. I can talk good movies, and
Yeah.
you do get great movies from them too. But they're like
Mhm.
the consistent horror. Honestly,
Yeah.
without them, I don't even know where it would be at right now. Yeah.
Honestly, they're really one of the only ones. Like, I don't know if Blumhouse does Smile, but when
Yeah.
that Smile,
Smile
man.
might be. Who does
Smile.
That might
I'm
be
not sure if it's
A24. Let me see.
It might be A20. You know what? It might be A24 because A24 does horror movies too.
Yeah, they do horror
But
movies.
yeah,
too.
Smile was a really good movie. If y'all haven't seen it,
The first one was good. Yeah,
the first one was good.
The second
I'm
one's
not sure
coming
about
out.
the
They already started all the promotions for it. So
yeah, so the second
We'll
one's
see.
coming out. So we'll see.
But yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, so Blumhouse and A24. You're right, Ali. Shout out to them. Straight up. Shout out to them.
Oh, before Ali, when we're about
Go
to
ahead.
leave, just let me know.
We're about to leave.
All right. Then. I got a song for us, yo. I just found it. I heard this shit today, yo, and shit, it might only be like 5 people on this chat. Oh, it's 15 people. There we go. So we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna let y'all watch this. We ain't gotta watch the whole thing, but I just gotta make it to the hook. We just gotta make it to the hook.
Okay.
Are you ready?
We about to
1,
watch.
2, 3. Here we go. I ain't never seen this before in my life. Yo.
Oh my god.
I guess those are the beans.
Are those the Canty beans?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You are my life, you are my way, but you didn't know all the ways that serve you. No. So you took a chance, made then a plan, but I bet you didn't think that the oil would come splashing out. No, you don't have to say, 'cause I did. And now you know it's been enough. Now you're in a trance of being chaotic. And I don't feel bad about it. Tell me you're hungry. Why don't you eat me off the bone? Now you see that I'm needing. Won't you feed me? Run alone. Rest of the room, the meat must be infused and what's in the light. And now it's his turn to fight. Let me a liver.
Go on and
Let
jump.
me a liver.
Won't you go on and jump?
Let me a liver. Let me a liver. Yeah. You know that
Yo,
you say
I ain't gonna
this
we gotta do the whole song.
Oh,
I see that
fry me
I
a
was
liver.
like, I was like, yo, people,
man.
the internet is crazy, yo. People are funny, yo.
That was
Yo,
good.
Oh, genius.
Josie said the fava beans look like lima beans, and I like lima beans.
There you
Me
go.
too.
They did look like lima beans for real, though.
Yo, get your side of that motherfucking liver with it, though.
Oh yeah,
No.
Lord, that is funny though. The internet is undefeated as always.
Always.
Yeah, always, yo. Listen, you can't be, yo. It's so many funny people in the world, yo. I'd be like, yo, y'all are hilarious. Yo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh man, this was good, man. This was good. So we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode. It's the Halloween season, so we had to do this. You know, look, we can't do this without you guys. There's so many people that joined us today. I couldn't be able to go through them all, but you know, shout out to Debbie, shout out to Julesy, Chris Jarvis, Mary Nielsen, Valerie, Andy H, Wheezy, Vince. There really are a lot. You guys know who you are. I definitely gave a shout out to a lot of you that came on earlier, and a lot of y'all have stuck with us through the whole way. Then shout out to you as well. So this has been really great. As always, man, I'm Corey Roy, but we're going to go around the horn before we leave. We're going to start with Cola, then Ali, then Phenom.
Cola, the resident bae for the Killer Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tight shirt though. I didn't realize
It is.
Freddie, because once you looked it up, I saw the other. Because I only saw the Freddie,
shit's
Chucky,
fire,
and all
yo.
the. Okay,
Got the killers in it.
Yeah. At all.
That's a dope shirt.
Yeah, that is, yo.
Yeah. Anything got to say, before we roll out of here?
No, yo. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Everybody stuck through this. Not stuck through it. You enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed myself as well. So we didn't stick nowhere. We enjoyed ourselves here. For sure. We'll be back next week. And thank you for joining, everyone. Peace.
Yeah. Everybody check out the channel, check out the content. If you just came on the live late, check the replays. It's going to be saved, so you can go back and check it out. Also, go back and look at the stuff we did. If you're just new to the channel, go look at the 80s, the 90s, all the stuff we talk about. We just have a good time, yo. And this is just a peek behind the mirror, yo. Like I say every week, this is how we are off camera as well. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for sharing this experience with us, yo. So, till
There
next
you
week.
go. Look, I couldn't say it better, man. Thank you guys so much. Please join us next week. We'll be back Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show. I'm Kobe Roy. That's Cola. That's Hollywood DA, Phenom 202. And we'll be back with another live show next week. Peace, y'all. Let's put up this saw. Lord, he was creepy.
Fry me a liver. Go on and just fry me a liver. Go on and just.
So I step out for 2 minutes. Y'all talking about liver again?
It wasn't like we made a bug with him, and you know it. No, we ain't making fun with him. The recipes people told me keep seasoning the flesh. Smoked him with hickory, and you just bought it, yeah. You left the skin off the leg, cause I did. Already know. Now there's just nothing on broccoli, and I don't feel bad about it. Tell me I'm weak, why don't you feed me? Quid pro quo. Now you tell me it's chewy when he's falling off the bone and on the bone. I'm not amused, you must have me confused with some other thighs, baby. The tables are turned, now you will learn to fight. Got me a liver, go on and crust. Got me a liver, go on and crust. Got me a liver, baby, don't be too tough. Got me a liver.
Oh my gosh.
Shit was